If I was confronted by the married man's wife, I would give her examples of the things that he said to me, such as, I love you, I don't love my wife, I want to be with you, you are my dream.
If his wife was meeting his needs at home sexually, I really doubt that he would be in my bed when he is.
They're just there for the taking.
She's allowing him to just run him up.
What I wanted to say to the married man's wife was, obviously you're not taking care of him at home. You need to do what you gotta do, or he wouldn't be looking. So wake up, smell the coffee.
In my particular situation, the wife is using the children as a buffer, and the intimacy level has dropped off considerably. And that would be like saying her withholding intimacy is not right.
Who are you to be grading some guy's wife's paper? Who
I'm not.
are you to be passing judgment on her and what's going on? You don't know what happens behind closed doors.
You're right, I don't. And it's not my concern. After spending many, many months after my marriage fell apart, figuring it all out, I was 50% responsible for my marriage falling apart, and my husband was 50% responsible.
My married man's wife is the complete opposite of me, complete opposite.
So is my married man. She's a lot older than him. I'm full life, bouncy. She's not.
Exactly.
I'm the total opposite. And I don't know if that's what attracted him to me.
Don't you worry that if he did leave and he went with you, and okay, now you've got 3 kids, so every other weekend they're coming, or you know, blah, 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 all of that going on, and now you're sharing time, space, energy, money, efforts, all of that, then how many times do you think you go out and get in the back seat?
We probably
How many
wouldn't have
times do you think
time
you would have that
to-
amazing kiss that just left you just tingling to your fingertips?
I understand.
That night you wanted to do it again when you got in the driveway, right? But somebody else was there.
Well, no, my phone was just blowing up, and it was my ex-husband wondering where I was at.
So you were ready to go again.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's been, definitely the sexual part of it, but it's been a lot emotional too. But yeah, and I know, and I've thought that through, that, and there are times whenever I felt like he's been close to leaving, although I know now, the pattern, the vicious cycle. I told my married man, I said, the only way I feel like you're ever going to do anything is if you get caught, she kicks you out, and then what am I? The consolation prize. Not going to be the consolation prize.
You are the consolation
but I'm letting
prize.
myself be the side dish.
You think you're the only affair he's had?
He led me to believe that he had never been unfaithful ever in his marriage.
Are you the only one in?
Absolutely not. He told me how many affairs he had had. It still didn't register. It didn't register.
You think you're special, don't you? I do too.
I did. I thought it was special, and I thought I was it. And even though he told me he had an affair for 10 years before that, and then a little brief one before that, or probably stragglers in between, but when you're in that moment, you don't think about that. You don't think about anything.
What do you think about it now that we're talking about it in the bright light of day? I mean,
that
you're
I was-
the current
that
affair.
I was a gullible son of a gun. That how I could lower myself to such a standard.
But she still went to a website looking for married men.
And not think good of myself, because I didn't.
And you've walked up on yours with a 21-year-old, right?
Yes, yes.
So you're under no delusion
Oh, no,
that you're
no.
that you're it, right?
No, he's a playboy. I'm sure he has several women. That's why I rarely see him at this point.
Did it bother you when you saw him with that 21-year-old?
It was more embarrassing because I had one of my best friends with me, and it was on Valentine's Day. So yeah, it was more embarrassing than anything.
Are you the only one?
I don't know.
You're Fridays,
Not every Friday.
but you're on Fridays. It's always
Yes.
Friday, right? So he could have a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, or Sunday. You don't know.
I don't know, but I think that he doesn't because he's very
married.
involved with his kids.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.